Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Sacred Spaces Yoga and welcome to our Good Friday flow. So, Good Friday has always been framed as this day of sorrow and sacrifice. That's how I've always known it. And today I want to choose a different lens. Today, I want to honor Good Friday by remembering the life that Jesus lived as he walked the earth. And Jesus chose to live this life that's rooted in compassion and community and trust. And as I evolve in my faith, I'm focused more on the life of Jesus rather than the death of Jesus. So that's where I land today. And I'm happy that you are here to join us. So we're going to start right here in a easy seat or a seat that is easy and comfortable for you. You can grab two blocks or books, anything that resembles a block, and meet me on your mat. So we're starting here in a comfortable seat. Take this moment to check in with how you're sitting. So stack your ears over your shoulders and your shoulders over your hips to allow your spine to be nice and tall and to sit up straight. And just take this moment to notice your breath. Without any judgment here, just notice how you're breathing. And then maybe you find space for gratitude for your breath. Knowing that each inhale, each exhale is an indication that you're still here. And as long as you're here, you have purpose. So for our pranayama breath practice today, we're going to practice samavriti, which is equal breath. And in this breath, we're going to exhale to the count of four. Inhale. We're going to inhale first. Inhale to the count of four, and then exhale to the count of four. So maybe you place your hands on your low belly. And take a deep inhale into your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on your inhale, allow your shoulders to stay rooted down. Take a deep inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe you close your eyes or focus on a spot that's not moving. And one more round here on your own count. And I encourage you to keep this even breath through our practice today. Maybe you change your numbers, elongating, counting to the count of 6. Maybe you stay at 4. Allow this breath to be your anchor. And bring your right hand to the ground and lift your left hand to the sky. And on your inhale, extend your left hand higher to the sky. And on your exhale, hinge over to the right for a nice side bend. Keeping your left hip grounded into the earth here. Feel that stretch along your left side. And then release your left hand to the mat and come to fold over your right knee. On your inhale, lift your chest. And on your exhale, walk your hands forward to fold over your right knee. And begin to walk your hands to center. On your inhale, lift your chest. On your exhale, fold. And continue to walk your hands over to the left, over your left knee. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold. And continuing to walk over to the left, plant your left hand, lift your right hand to the sky. And on your exhale, hinge over to the left, keeping your right hip grounded here. Very gently come back to center. We're going to transition to our tabletop position. So stack your knees under your hips and stack your hands underneath your elbow underneath your shoulder. Taking our cat-cows here, continuing to warm up our spine. So on your inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, cow pose. On your exhale, round your spine, chin to chest, cat. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, cow pose. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. Think of a hollow back, cat. And continue taking your cat and cows. Maybe you speed up this motion, maybe you slow it down. Take this moment to also take any movement that your body is feeling, or that your body desires, rather. So maybe that's some circles around your wrist, or some circles around your hips. Take whatever it is that you need in this moment. We're here for 2 more breaths. And coming back to your neutral spine for our thread the needle. Inhale, lift your right hand to the sky. Exhale, thread your right hand underneath your left to bring your right ear and shoulder to the mat. You can stay here, or you can Trisket. Or you can walk your left hand forward. Settle in here, remembering our Samavriti breath. Equal breathing. Bring your left hand back in front of your face. Press into your left hand to rise up. Lift your right hand to the sky. And on your exhale, release your right hand to the mat. Take some more cat and cows here. And taking that on the other side now, inhale, lift your left hand to the sky. And on your exhale, thread your left hand underneath your right. Bring your left ear and shoulder to the mat. Option to walk your right hand forward here. Begin to bring your right hand back in front of your face. On your inhale, press into your hand to lift up. Bring your left hand to the sky. And on your exhale, release your left hand to the mat. Taking our final round of cat and cows here, or just moving through some hip circles. And take a moment to check your alignment here, coming back into your tabletop. So stack your wrists under your elbows, under your shoulders, stack your knees under your hips. And then walk your hands forward one hand length. And then now shift forward so your shoulders are back underneath your wrist. Curl your toes underneath. Take a deep inhale here. And on your exhale, send your hips up and back for our first down dog of the practice. Maybe you take some movement here, bending into one knee, bending into the other. And coming to stillness for a few breaths. Look in between your hands, bend your knees, and slowly walk your feet forward to meet your hands at the top of your mat. Setting up for our rag doll here. So you can bring your feet either hip distance or a little bit wider. I like mine wider to make room for my belly. And then bring your low belly to rest on your thighs. So you may have to bend your knees here. Release your head. Maybe you grab opposite elbows for your rag doll. Hang here. Allow gravity to do the work. Jesus didn't live removed from pain or injustice. He lived with the people, those who were hurting, overlooked, and pushed to the side. He refused to conform to the systems that denied dignity. Release your hands to the mat. If you brought your feet out wide, heel toe them back, hip distance apart. Ground into your feet. Bend your knees, and on your inhale, slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Bring your hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Coming back to our anchor, our breath. Deep inhale, 2, 3, 4. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Let's do that one more time. Deep inhale. Exhale, open your mouth, sigh it out. Inhale, lift your hands to the sky. Exhale, hands at your hips, forward fold. Option to bend your knees here in your forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Bring your hands to your shins. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands and step your left foot back. And then gently release your left knee to the mat and untuck your toes. We're coming to our lizard pose here. So heel toe your right foot out to the side. So your feet are at a diagonal and your heel is maybe still on your mat. And you have some options here. You can stay right here. Or maybe you gently press into your right knee. Or you can bring your forearms down to the mat or to blocks. Lizard pose. His love wasn't soft or performative, it was active. He loved through presence, through healing, through justice, through choosing to stay when others walked away. You have the option to stay in stillness, or maybe you move around within that hip a little bit. Wherever you are, come back to bringing your palms on the mat. Curl your back toes and lift your knee. And then step your right foot back to come into a high plank. We're not here for long. And on your exhale, lift your hips up and back for your down dog. Look in between your hands, bend your knees, and walk your feet to the top of your mat here. Inhale, lift halfway, palms to your shins, straight back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift your hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Always have an option to bend your knees in your fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step your right foot back, and then gently release your right knee to the mat, untuck your toes. We have our lizard on this side, so heel toe your left foot out to the side. You have those same options here. So you can stay right here, or maybe you very gently press into that left knee. You also have the option to bring your forearms to the mat, or maybe to some blocks, or if you have books, something to bring the ground closer to you. Same option to either stay in stillness or move around here in your lizard. Even on this day, what we call Good Friday, he didn't disappear into despair. He stayed connected. He cared for those around him. He remained love through and through. Wherever you are, bring your palms back to the mat. Curl your back toes, lift your knee, and step your left foot back, coming into your high plank. And on your exhale, downward facing dog. And then gently release your knees to the mat. Bring your big toes to touch and your knees out wide. We're coming to our child's pose here. So sit your hips back to your heels. They may not touch your heels, that's okay. And then begin to walk your hands forward so you can release your forehead to the mat. Child's pose. This is an invitation to live like Christ lived, to move through our lives with care, with courage, and with a willingness to show up for those who need it most, including ourselves. So today I have chosen not to center suffering, but to center a love that sees and that stands with us. Begin to walk your hands over to the right, and you may raise up to do this, and maybe you bring your left hand to rest on top of your right hand for a nice side body stretch here in our child's pose. And coming back through center to bring your hands to the left side. Maybe you place your right hand on top of your left. Very gently begin to rise up. Walk your hands back to your knees, and we're just coming to sit on the mat so you can swing your legs around. We're actually coming to lie down, so however you get there is okay. But bring the soles of your feet to the mat, setting up for our bridge pose here. So walk your feet closer to your hips. Maybe you can graze your fingertips against your heels. Your feet, your toes are pointing straight. And on your inhale, press into your feet to lift your hips off the mat. Allow your knees to go straight. Maybe you pretend as if you are pressing into like a block or something. Exhale, slowly release. So you want to press your inner thighs together. Let's do that one more time. On your inhale, press into your feet. Lift your hips off the mat. Exhale, gently lower one vertebrae at a time. And then now press into your feet and pick up your hips and just place them to the right side of your mat. And on your inhale, bring your knees into your chest. And on your exhale, lower your knees over to the left for a nice supine twist. I offer us this breath prayer. On your inhale, believe love leads me. On your exhale, declare I choose to stay. Inhale, love leads me. Exhale, I choose to stay. Very gently bring your knees back into your chest and place your feet on the mat and setting yourself back into the middle of your mat. Press into your feet and move your hips to the left side of your mat. Inhale, bring your knees into your chest. Exhale, gently lower over to the right for a side body twist or a supine twist. Love leads me. I choose to stay. Inhale, bring your knees back to center. And on your exhale, gently release your feet to the mat, setting yourself back into the middle of your mat. Setting up for our final pose, Shavasana. First, let's bring our knees into our chest. Give yourself a really nice big hug here. Maybe you lift your head, bring your forehead close to your knees. And on your exhale, release everything down to the mat. I'm actually going to bring my blocks under my thighs or my knees. Feel free to grab a pillow to bring under your legs, maybe under your head. Maybe you grab a blanket. Come into your final rest in pose. This is your divine moment to focus on the present. Release any worries, any fears, any doubts of the past or the future. And simply remain here in this moment, because it is a God-ordained moment. Shavasana. Glorious and gracious Christ, you showed us that love is not just a feeling, it's a way of showing up. You lived with intention, with boldness, with care that saw beneath the surface. Teach us how to love like that, with integrity, with compassion, and with the willingness to be present even when it's hard. Let us carry your example not just in memory, but in motion. Let our lives reflect a love that stays. It's in all your names we pray. Ashe. Gently begin to bring movement back into your body, wiggling your fingertips, wiggling your toes. Bringing your arms overhead, taking a nice full body stretch. And when you're ready, gently rolling over to your right side, coming into a fetal position. And know that this position represents a new beginning. So maybe you set an intention to rise up in the compassion that Christ lived. Press into your hands to rise up and meet me back in our comfortable seat. Bring your arms overhead, collecting all of the beautiful energy we created today. Exhale, palms to touch, and in between your eyebrows, I pray that your thoughts are pure to your mouth. I pray that you speak with compassion into your heart. I pray that you radiate love. It was an honor to lead you through your practice today. Thank you for showing up for yourself. The love in me honors the love in each and every one of you. Amen and Ashe. Thank you. I am so surprised that Trisket stayed here and calm the whole time. I think that's a good sign. Thank you. Bye.